Hey fellow explorers, this is one of Singapore's oldest hawker centers, Lau Pa Sat, built in 1894 in the Central District, and in this video I'm going to show you around. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I can see. And I'm actually going to start outside so that you can see where this place is located. I mentioned it's in central Singapore, and look at these high-rise skyscrapers, and then down here at the intersection of Raffles Quay and Cross Street, you've got this old iron-roofed building from 1894. Actually, this market originates from the 1820s. It began life as the first fish market in Singapore. It was eventually moved here in 1894. It has gone through a number of different renovations, but today it serves as this really amazing hawker center. What's a hawker center? If you don't know, the term comes from when Singapore took people who used to hawk food outside in carts and brought them all together. They built these hawker centers to clean up Singapore, and now you've got these places where hundreds of food stalls and eateries all come together. And I just had lunch here. I just had a delicious chicken rice, and I thought I would show you around the rest of the market. You can see there are tons of tables to eat at. You return your food at these different tray return stations. It's actually illegal in Singapore to not return your food. You can literally be fined by the police for leaving your food on your table, so don't do that. This hawker center is like a star shape, and it has 8 different streets. So there's little numbers up on the ceiling, and you can see right here we are walking down street number 2. There are really big fans up in the ceiling that keep the ventilation going. In the center is the drink stand that sells also fruit, shave ice, sugarcane juice, lime juice, lots of tasty things. Classic Singaporean hawker center meal, prawn noodles, where they make amazing, you might call them shrimp, but they're prawns here. Here's some chicken hanging out in the window. There are like 3 different chicken rice places in here. We've got some Indian Muslim food in the back, vegetarian stall. They've just moved somewhere else. But it's amazing all the different ethnic cuisines that hang out in one place. Here's some Indian curries and samosas and chicken tikka. Here's another tray return station. One of the cool things about this particular hawker center is in the back. They have this thing called Satay Street, and it really only gets going at night. But they close off the back street back here, and all of these little wooden stalls, there's I think 8 of them in total, start selling satay out on the street. Here's what it looks like at night, and it's pretty cool. So come after 7 p.m. weekdays or 3 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays and get some delicious charcoal cooked outdoor satay. All right, I want to take you just a little bit on the outside, and then we'll come back in the inside of the next street. So there are some stalls out here. Today's a rainy day, so the outdoor stalls not super busy. There are free toilets here. They are outside. You got to walk out here, and then there's sinks outside. There is soap, but there are no paper towels. Toilet paper, but no paper towels. Also, when you eat at hawker centers, generally they won't give you any napkins or facial tissue, so you need to bring your stuff. Where do they wash the dishes? They have some common areas right here where they wash the dishes for halal and non-halal dishes. So you return your dishes to one of those cart areas, and then they bring it back there to wash and return it to the stalls. Oh, there's one more drink stall, the Cheers drink stall. It's not a drink stall, but it's like a little convenience store that's out here. Oh, and you can see on these tables where it says, clear your table to avoid a fine. Many things are illegal in Singapore, including not clearing your table. All of these stalls only take digital payments. They don't take cash, so that they can keep their hands clean. And so the way you put in money, if you only have cash, is at this top-up kiosk. You can put in your money and get a card to pay. This little stall sells pig's stomach chicken pot and also dim sum. Over here on the left, we have Turkish cuisine, and you can see some shawarma right there on those rotating, spinny things. This is now street number 6. We've also got pao fan and fried rice. So you got like pan-fried pork chop with fried rice. You'll see the names of many things in Chinese characters, in English, in Indonesian, in the local languages. And so sometimes it just helps to go up these places and be like, hey, can you tell me what that is? Or can you tell me what the difference is between those two things? Here at the drink stand, you can see all the drinks they've got. Lime juice, Milo, which is like, oh gosh, I should remember what that is. Like Ovaltine, iced lemon tea, rose syrup, mango peach. And if you come for breakfast, you can get it as a set with like a tuna sandwich or French toast. The sugarcane juice, oh, they got beer right here. You can get a pint of beer for 9 Singaporean dollars. The drinks are often more expensive than the food at these places. This is where you get the sugarcane. They've got this little thing where they squeeze the sugarcane right here. They've got the sugarcane in boxes ready to squeeze up. They've got the bread for breakfast right out here. They've got the squeezed sugarcane here, and they've got the beer kegs waiting to be served up tonight. And there we go, the sugarcane. If you want it with ice, it's $2.20. If you want it without ice, it's $3. Fruit smoothies are super popular, and these are between $3 and $3.50. You can see she's cutting up a coconut right there in the back. If you do want a coconut from one of these places, check if it's cold, because often it isn't. You see these just hang out here, so this is likely a room temperature coconut. Just be careful if you were expecting a cold coconut. And then going down here, this is street number 8. This is Creative Korean Pastries, is what it says. But it looks like Korean rice bowls to me. And all of these have open kitchens, so you can see what's cooking in the back. You can smell it. I can smell that beef cooking up right there. It smells pretty good. And definitely one of my favorite like hawker foods is Hokkien mee, which are like wok noodles with shrimp. And if they're making them here, which they're not right now, but when somebody orders it, then they wok up the noodles fresh right there. You can see he's cooking it in the back, and it's amazing all the food they can churn out of these like really tiny stalls. And they got this like huge wok that's back here. It's just really neat to walk around and see all of these different things. And of course, they've got dessert too. They've got ice cream, which the ice cream, about $4. That's gonna cost you more than a drink or more than some of the food items here. And lots of baked goods over here. We've got some egg tarts, chocolate egg tarts, a cheese me up dolphin. I guess this is like some special, a cross between a donut and a muffin. And then of course, roast meats, where we've got roast ducks, we've got roast pork, and this place serves the roast meats on top of noodles. So fellow explorers, if your travels bring you to Singapore, definitely check out the Lau Pa Sat Hawker Center, particularly if you're in the Central District, and particularly if you're like me and it's a rainy day and you get caught in the rain and there's nothing else to do except eat. But that's never a bad thing to do, right? I mean, I came to Singapore to eat, frankly. Well, speaking of Singapore, if you want to see more of my videos on Singapore, you'll find links here on the screen, such as like my video all about eating at hawker centers, or maybe where some of the best hawker centers are. Or if you want to see my whole Singapore playlist, you'll find the link right here and in the description below. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'm going to see you in one of those videos.